Hi everyone, welcome back to the Storytime family. How are you today? Are you keeping well? Are you taking care of yourself and your family and learning lots of new things in school? Well, thank you for taking the time to sit down and read with us. Today we have The Gift of Being Different by Monica Berg. Let's get started, shall we? The Gift of Being Different. Hi, I'm Abigail. I'm 8 years old, and I just found out that I have a superpower. What's it like to have a superpower? Well, at the beginning, it felt really lonely. I knew I was different because I had trouble reading in school. During language arts, me and all the other students in my class worked together in small groups. Each group is a different color. I'm in the blue group, which made me really happy at first because blue is my favorite color. Then I noticed that the yellow and green groups read more exciting books. Me and the other blue group kids read books that are really pretty boring. This made me sad because I love stories, especially ones with imaginary creatures in them, like dragons or griffins. The yellow group kids do fun activities, and they get to talk a lot. I'm really good at talking, but me and the other blue group kids spend most of the time reading words. I practice and practice, but reading is still really hard for me. We have to read sentences out loud, and when I read too slow, I can feel the other kids looking at me. It makes my stomach feel swirly. My teacher told me to focus, but I was focusing. I concentrated so much on the letters and words that my head would start to hurt. I know the letters, and I know the sounds, but it takes me a while to put them together. And sometimes my brain flip-flops the letters, so it sounds wrong when I try to read the word. One day, my mom picked me up from school early. I thought maybe we were going to the dentist, which I love because I get to wear sunglasses and watch TV while lying down. But we didn't go to the dentist. We went to a building I had never been to before. I met a lady named Dr. Laura. We played together and read books. We talked about words and sounds. It wasn't scary. She was really nice. Still, it made me kind of nervous when Dr. Laura wrote in her notebook. When we were done, I got to play in a room with lots of toys while my mom and Dr. Laura talked. On the way home, my mom told me that I had something called dyslexia. It means I learn in a different way, which is why language arts has been so tricky for me. Mom said it made me special. She also said I would have someone to help me with reading every afternoon. I thought and thought about this and watched the buildings whiz by the car window until we finally turned a corner, and the neighborhood was familiar again. Mom made my favorite dinner that night, spaghetti with meatballs, which always makes me happy. But I still felt confused about this new thing. Dyslexia. It didn't sound like something anybody was lucky to have. And I wasn't feeling very special. My brother Josh is special because he has a superpower. His superpower is kindness. He uses it to make other people smile and feel happy inside. Dyslexia wasn't making me feel powerful, and I was pretty sure I couldn't use it to make other people feel happy inside. I decided to ask my mom for more information. She knows a lot about things. Mommy, do I have to get extra help because I'm stupid? No, of course not, she said. Having dyslexia doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you learn differently. And you see the world differently. And that might be just your special superpower. In fact, Abigail, you're exceptionally intelligent. Intelligent means really smart. How can dyslexia be a superpower? When everyone else is looking at a problem or a situation one way, you'll be looking at it from an entirely different angle. That means you'll be able to see solutions other people don't. You'll be able to spot hidden potential and hidden paths. Potential is all the great things that you could be and you could do. I liked the sound of this, but I felt doubtful. I wanted to believe her, though. Isn't that what moms are supposed to say? She must have been able to see all the questions on my face because she grabbed a book out of her bag and opened it. She told me Dr. Laura gave her this book about dyslexia so she can understand how I learn. Mom pointed to a page in the book where she had written the words in red pen that said, Abigail to a T. What does that mean? I asked. It means this describes you perfectly, she said, and it doesn't say anything in here about kids with dyslexia being stupid. My mom read the page to me and explained some things she learned about people who have dyslexia. I found out that my superpower makes me think with pictures instead of words. Instead of only seeing things how they are, my brain can see the way things could be. Very aware of the things around me. Able to understand things by listening to my heart. Understand things better by using all of my senses. Super duper imaginative. Extremely curious about the world. Abigail to a T. My superpower was starting to sound really great. This is why I asked lots of questions. In fact, said my mom, did you know that many famous inventors, artists, and engineers had dyslexia? Really? I couldn't believe it. It's true. She pointed to another page in the book. People like Albert Einstein, who developed the theory of relativity. Steven Spielberg, who makes brilliant films. Anne Bancroft, who was the first woman to cross the Arctic ice and reach the North Pole on dog sled. Pablo Picasso, who created some of the most fascinating works of art, and Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone. So they did cool things even though they had dyslexia? I asked. No, Abigail. They achieved great things because of their dyslexia, said Mom. It was this gift that allowed them to create and think in new and creative ways. This was their superpower. And it's your superpower too. Whoa, this made me think about dyslexia differently. But I still had more questions. Mom, when do I really need extra help to learn to read? Well, she said, superheroes need different tools than everyone else. Your tutor will help you use your dyslexia. It's not something you need to overcome. It's a gift. You just need to learn how to use it. Am I going to grow out of it? No, Abigail, you'll never grow out of it. It will be your superpower forever. We're going to help you grow into it. I grew into my sister's old roller skates. I grew into broccoli. I used to hate it. And I'm finally tall enough to ride big kid roller coasters. But I've never grown into a superpower before. Mom hugged me. Soon after that, Josh popped his head into my room. Want to see my new dance move? He asked. Of course, I said. The answer is always of course. Josh played his new favorite song on his cell phone and danced around in circles. He became so shiny that I could feel myself beginning to shine too. Then he sat next to me on my bed. Hey, I heard you have a superpower too. I nodded my head. Talking to Josh felt like a warm hug. That's really great, he said. Why is it great? I asked. Because superpowers work better in pairs. It's about time I had a sidekick. This made me smile so big. I always wanted to be more like Josh. I think we make a pretty good team. Having dyslexia doesn't feel so lonely anymore. When I think about it as a way to look at the world in a new way, solve problems, and help others, it makes me feel super powerful. Hope you enjoyed the gift of being different. It is truly a gift, don't you think? If you'd like a copy of this book, the links to buy it are in the description below. If you enjoyed the story, do give us a like and subscribe. We have lots of stories in store for you. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you back here soon. Take care. Bye-bye.